Well, good morning. What a stunning day here on the Goldie. It's pretty spectacular all round. And I'm hoping this is coming through clearly enough because I forgot the red ones in. Anyway, let's see how we go. So, more powerful than, well, power, if you're into physics, is like current times voltage. So let's not go there, but let's go to the voltage part. Hey, Stacey. So, did you know that we carry in each of our cells in our body 0.07 volts? Now, that might not seem like a lot, right? But when you look at the fact that we have 50 trillion cells, and it tends to be an argument between anything from 37.5 to 50 trillion, but 50 trillion is what I hear most of these days, then that works out to about 3.5 trillion volts. That's potential voltage. Now, that's a lot. I think you'd agree. Especially when you can die from like a 240 volt alternating current or AC shock. But that's a different thing, and it's got to do with how many amps and stuff like that. Anyway, let's not go there. So, with the cell, it's slightly negative on the outside, right? So it's positive on the inside, and it's negative on the outside, and that's really important. But when you take into account 50 trillion cells, and I'll give you a different background. It's better, isn't it? Hey, Blair. When you've got 50 trillion cells and that 3.5 trillion volts, and you compare that to a bolt of lightning has, I think, 1 billion volts. Only 1 billion. Let's say, and look, it's not quite a correct comparison, right? But we're just talking volts alone. I think you understand that the human body carries a fair bit of, therefore, potential energy. And, this is why sometimes you'll get some crazy stuff happening with these spontaneous combustions where humans just kind of like explode. They just like combust. Boom. It's a lot of energy sitting in there. Now, what I want to be talking about sort of as we go on in future episodes is humans and energy and managing energy, because that's what I've concluded it all comes down to at the end of the day. And a good friend of mine, Adrian Hanks, who I'm business partners with on the Corporate Alchemist project on the other LI platform, to do with the corporates and getting the soul back into business. He describes it as the three economies. And from other coaches, I've heard similar where, you've got basically three economies of energy, time, and money. Now, time is just a man-made human construct, right? So, and if you want to move into the quantum field, then time and space, the distance thing and time kind of collapses. It kind of like doesn't exist there. But we'll talk about quantum physics later. Getting back to the original point I was looking to make, that I'm trying to remember. Time, energy, and money. So that was time. Money. Well, geez, how cheap is money right now? And it's interesting how we've also got these other economies, the digital economy forming. And COVID's probably accelerated a bit of that because everything went more online. All the big online companies really did extremely well. Facebook, so Mr. Zuckerberg and Mr. Bezos of Amazon did really, really well, and all the small businesses got an absolute spanking, especially ones that weren't or didn't have an online capacity. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories on that one. I'm talking about energy right now. But now, what segue was I trying to draw there? I can't remember. I have forced myself off the tracks this time. So anyway, time, energy, and money. Money's so cheap. Oh, right, that's right. So we're saying the digital economy was accelerating, has accelerated as a result and hit an inflection point. And, where you weren't even using cash a lot of the time because people were worried about physical contact. So we've got more and more of a digital economy forming in parallel with printing lots of money to keep greasing the wheels, yet I think kicking the can down the road of the current sort of cash and traditional economy we have, which involves the banks. So let's just say this. The point is that I think money is this kind of human construct as well. And right now, you can get more money. Time is a construct, money's a construct. Energy, that's kind of different. For things to operate, things to move, there's energy. And I'm sure you would have heard this a number of times, that everything is energy. And it is. Right down to the sand here on the beach, to the seawater out there. Now, if you close your eyes and you're touching things, and you feel solid stuff, you feel soft stuff and wet stuff, it's all just different forms of energy at different frequencies. More solid stuff gets, the lower the frequency tends to be. So it's all energy. And when you look at, and I'm playing that little game with, how many volts we carry in our bodies, the energy, to manage energy in the human form is really key. It's really important. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. So we'll be sort of breaking this down and deconstructing this over episodes on how to basically optimize your energy and manage it from, all the mental energy that we use up, and your brain uses a significant amount of fat and sugar. I think it's like, 25% or something ridiculous. That computer that's sparking constantly and got all that electrical activity going on. And the heart chews up a certain amount too. I don't know the number, but there's a lot of electromagnetic stuff that happens around the heart. So we've got the electrical energy and we've got this electromagnetic energy as well. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm trying to keep these nice and short. And I know you've got a lot of stuff coming at you. So we're going bite-size on these episodes. Well, have a great morning, great day, great evening, great sleep, great whatever you're doing. We'll see you on the next Better Tune In. It's Tommy G signing off. Bye.